Hello happy people, Hamza here and welcome to this video. Now there are some new exciting improvements from Elementor because they are soon releasing their newer version of Elementor, which is 2.8. And of course there are some exciting features that have been added to Elementor, like the dark mode, like the responsive mode, which has really been improved, and also the color pick, whereby you can actually save your colors across the entire website that you love using over and over again. But also there's something I didn't like, and I will also be sharing in this video. So enjoy the video. Let me start off with the improvement that now Elementor 2.8 will be compatible with 5.0. In this version, we made sure everything will continue working smoothly with Elementor and won't hold you back when creating your site. And since I have my website updated to WordPress version 5.3, I tested this beta version of Elementor and I didn't have any issues. Everything was working just smooth. Now on the other side, let me start with the exciting ones. One which is the color picker, whereby you can actually save your picked colors or selected colors in Elementor. Now I'm at this section, and you realize that when I select here on the color picker, now there is this other option here where there is add. So I've already added these two colors. But if we look into the old color picker, for example, let me come over here, and if I come to the style and I try here to add a color, let me see, I don't have the options here to save a color that I've chosen right here, okay? But now it has been now improved in the newer version of Elementor, starting with 2.8, which is now I can set here the color that I've selected. Let me see here. So suppose I choose this green right here. When I hit add at this section, automatically it's going to add my color right here. Now in case I want to use the same color that I picked over this section and I want to use it, let me say at this section, I simply come over to this section, come to style, and right here I'll come to color, and then I'm in position to select that color. Boom! So now I don't have to worry about copying and pasting the color codes everywhere around my Elementor website. I can go to any other section, any other page, and I use the same color that I picked up in the color picker. Now this is a good improvement because before Elementor has been using the native color picker that is from WordPress, which is this. They actually did some improvements and they came up with this color picker, which is really interesting. Kudos on that Elementor team. Now on the other hand, sometimes you really don't want to look at this section or widget section when it is white in color, or sometimes you're using the laptop battery and you really want to minimize how much battery life is being drained. So now Elementor came up with a dark feature whereby you can enable a dark theme on your Elementor building canvas, and that is something really interesting. To enable the dark mode, you simply come over here to the hamburger icon and then come to preferences, and then right here under UI theme you will have to select the dark mode, and boom, here it is automatically enabled. Now if we go back to our widget section, you see how this looks like. Now this is not yet in the current version of Elementor. It will only come, or it will only be available when 2.8 is released officially. Now when I open like the navigator, you also realize that the navigator is having the dark mode enabled. This is really beautiful. And then also the other feature you have to know about that is included in the dark mode is this possibility whereby you can make it to be auto detect, whereby in case your operating system is set to be on dark mode, then Elementor will auto detect that actually your OS is set to be dark mode, and then automatically here your Elementor editing canvas will change to the dark mode. Or in case your OS is set to the light mode, automatically Elementor will detect that your OS is set to the light mode and it will automatically switch back to that. The other option we have now to look into is a question that people have always been asking, like, I've hidden this section but it is still visible on my website. For example, we have this section, so I'm going to hide this section on mobile. Okay, now let me go to the other version of Elementor, which is the current one, 2.7. Since I have this section but I want to hide this section on the mobile, so I simply come to advanced and then I come to responsive and I hide this section on mobile. But first, let me switch to the mobile view. So I have this section and I'm going to hide it on mobile. Boom, it is still visible. Yes, it is still visible, but in the editor. When I go to the live site, it is not visible. However, now Elementor has made an improvement on that, whereby in case you have that section disabled from viewing on any section on your website, even when you're still in the editor or in the editing canvas, Elementor will disable you from being in position to edit that section unless you enable that section will be visible. For example, when I come over here, selected this section, and then I said it is hidden on mobile. At the moment, it shows that it is hidden, but still I can edit. But in the documentation, they say it will be kind of locked and I'm not in position to edit anything. Yes, I don't know if something wrong with my template or something is not working well, but it's kind of having an overlay at the moment. So I look forward that maybe when the beta version is released, then I will have this section locked like it is explained here in that documentation. Here they are saying when hiding an element and switching to the view it's hidden on, you will see that the element is muted. In my case, the element is not even muted. I can still edit any of that section. There is another interesting improvement of the responsive mode switcher. Before, we had our responsive mode switchers looking like this. Now let me just go back to the desktop view. Now when I come over to the layout, when I click here on the margin, you realize that my responsive options right here, they are aligned horizontally. In the new version of Elementor, those options are going to be aligned vertically. You see how this looks like? See how this other looks like? I think I like it. See, it is easy to know that now you're coming from the larger device to the smaller device, and I think also it makes more sense than when it is aligned horizontally. Anyway, that is the other interesting feature. The other feature that has been added to Elementor, and the annoying one for me, is that I can no longer use any Elementor template even in the free version of Elementor if I am not subscribed to Elementor. Like, they aggressively need my email so that I can have their templates work for me. So now, for example, when I come over here to pages, then let me say I browse over here to look up for a template to use. Let me say I want to use this one to insert into Elementor. I need to connect my account or my website to Elementor, and to do that you need to enter your email address and submit it to Elementor, and you tell them, hey guys, I'm looking forward to use your free templates. On one hand, here they explain and say this will enable us to take the template library to the next level, not just a place of storage for templates. The template library will enable us to add valuable personalization features such as favorites and recently used views, so that you can have easy access to the templates you really want. As a user, you will gain better control over who uses your account and website and get added security. It will also help us keep the copyrights of some of our priority assets, including stock images and designer-made visuals. Yes, for them it really makes sense. But in case someone doesn't want to opt in into your library, but they want to use your assets which are free, then I think Elementor has limited a number of other people from using their free template library. Anyway, that was my quick walkthrough in Elementor 2.8, which is actually still in the beta release. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or counter reactions to my reactions, which is totally okay, please let me know in the comment box below. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Let me know what exciting features that have been added to Elementor 2.8 that you like or that you don't like. And in case you have suggestions that you are looking forward to seeing in the next improvement and haven't been implemented, please also, I would love to read that in the comment box below. Otherwise, me, I'm a bit impressed, though there will be some other limitations for people who don't want to have their accounts connected to the Elementor platform, because then they will not be in position to use the available templates as it has been before. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and if you're new to this channel, I make tutorials related to Elementor and how you can build your WordPress websites using Elementor without having any technical skills. So you may consider subscribing to the channel and also hitting the bell so that you don't miss out on new content when I push it out. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.